We will now be continuing our Algebra 2 Unit 1 test review. We're looking at inequalities problems 11 through 13. Before we get going too far too fast, probably I'll note that the guidelines are similar to the ones we use for solving equations, with the exception of the fact that it kind of left off the fact that we need to graph our solution on the number line. So if we take a look at what we need to do following our guidelines, we're going to start by distributing it. Sure enough, on the left side, we've got the 7 that we need to distribute through the left side. So 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times the minus 7v, it'll be negative 49v. Got greater than, and then the negative 147. At this point, we take a quick look. There are no like terms to combine, so now we need to isolate the variables and the constants. I like to keep the constants on the left, the variables on the left to help out with the graphing in the long run. So let's move that minus 49 to the right. So the 49 minus 49 cancel out, leaving us the negative 49v. That's going to be greater than when we add the negative 147 and the negative 49. We should get negative 196. Here we're going to divide. So we're going to divide by the negative 49, the coefficient in front of the v. Now before I get going too far too fast, when dealing with inequalities, the one thing we do have to keep an eye on is whenever we multiply or divide, and most of the time it's dividing, whenever we divide by a negative number, by the negative 49, the direction of the inequality needs to switch. Please remember that the direction of the inequality needs to switch. Alright, so the negative 49v divided by the negative 49 gives us a positive v. We're dividing by a negative, so the direction of the inequality is going to switch. We got less than now. Negative 196 divided by negative 49 should give us a positive 4. Algebraically at this point, our solution is v is less than negative 4. Since it's a less than and not a less than or equal to represent that on the graph, we're going to do an open circle on the 4, indicating that 4 is not one of the answers. It's very close to it, but it's not an answer. And since we want the values of v which are less than 4, less than means we're going to the left. So we shade to the left on the number line. Notice that when we look at the direction of inequality, it's kind of pointing to the left. That's why I like to put the variable on the left side. Kind of gives you an indication of which way you're going to shade on the number line. 412, moving on. Nothing to distribute this time, but we do have some like terms to combine right there. There's the 2a and the 4a. So the 2a plus the 4a should give us 6a. Once again, I tend to like to keep my variables on the left, so let's move that constant to the right. So minus 1 can be eliminated by adding it to both sides. Gives us 6a is less than or equal to negative 12. We divide by that coefficient to 6. And we should end up with a is less than or equal to negative 2. Now, for those people out there saying, hey, wait a minute, we got a negative there, shouldn't we be switching the direction of the inequality? The answer is no, not in this case. Remember, it's only when we multiply or divide by a negative number. In this case, we were dividing by a positive 6, so the direction of the inequality remains the same. So, from an algebraic standpoint, our solution in this case is a is less than or equal to negative 2. Since we got the equal to part, that means we have a closed circle on the negative 2 because it's included as part of the answer. Less than means we want the a smaller than that, so once again we're going to the left. For 13, let's take a look. Go ahead and start by distributing. So that negative 7 needs to get distributed through the parentheses. So we'll keep the 5x. Negative 7 times 8 should give us negative 56. Well, that didn't come over me. Let's clean that up just a little bit. Negative 7 times the 4x is negative 28x. At the less than, we keep the right side, the 25 plus 4x. Just fitting in there. Next, we take a look at like terms, and on the left side, we got the 5x and minus 28x. So 5x minus 28x should give us negative 23x. Now we want to start isolating those variables and constants. Like I said, I like to keep the variable on the left side, so let's move that 4x to the left. So negative 23x minus 4x should give us negative 27x. Those go away. Since we got the variables on the left, we want the constants on the right, so we're going to add the 56. Let's see, 25 and 56, when we add those, should get us 81. At this point, we're going to divide, so the coefficients are negative 27. Once again, important to note, with inequalities, when we are dividing or multiplying, in this case dividing by a negative number, we got to switch the direction of the inequality, so that's going to become a greater than. So negative 27 divided by negative 27 will leave us a positive x. 81 divided by negative 27 will be negative 3. So algebraically, we got x is greater than negative 3. Graphically, since it's not an equal to, negative 3 is not included, open circle. And in this case, it's greater than, we got the numbers to the right. So we shade to the right.